All right, went back and I looked at a few things that people were telling me that there was an error. I remember that error, and I was working on it before. That's why I said that. Remember, this is developer mode. This is not production mode. Nothing has to be perfect. The only thing that has to be perfect is what we're fixing. Everything else is just normal. So when somebody goes, "Oh, what about password, usernames, and logins?" and it has nothing to do with what we're doing here. Maybe if you want to put some of this in production, it can, but that's not what this is about. So if I go here and I type in ghost, it will basically turn the sphere and bring me down to the core. And it says, all right, I found ghost. All right, now if I type in soul, okay, soul's not in there. If I click on enter, it brings me directly to the page. I can go back to the home page. The robot is right here. I could type in soul. It'll give me a random word. Now, it's a random word that the robot is giving me. Okay, random word. It's based off of randomness. I don't believe that there's anything connected to it, like as far as like AI and stuff like that goes. Matter of fact, I've got in my downloads here exactly where I've gotten this from. It's a basic chatbot. If you want to download it yourself, you can. It's not my robot, so if you want to download the robot, you can do that. It's separate from my repository. Okay, so this is the repository for that robot. Okay, so it says basic chatbot using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript style flat. Now, it doesn't say anything about artificial intelligence or anything. All right, so for everybody asking about that, that's concerning that in the robot. Um, the words that the robot have or tag cloud. Okay, tag cloud is the sphere, the animation that's going on right there. Well, that's tag cloud. You can go download that, and that's separate from my repository. It's not the same repository, and it's not mine. That is theirs, but that's how theirs runs, and it's like this. I've made some modifications, but that's tag cloud. Okay. Um, I'll go back here. What else is in there? Um, we don't really have anything else too much in there that's from someone else and theirs. Let's go back here. As far as like the words, okay, so there's a list of words that's going in there. All right, the chatbot has this many words in there. Matter of fact, let me just go to the file where it is. Okay, so let's go back here and look at how big this chat file is for this robot. Let me close this out really fast. Okay, so if I go back here in my files, and this is a really big file, by the way. So if I go to the chat bot and I scroll all the way down, look at all these words. This is a lot of words that this robot has. Okay, some of these words are not even in the database. I tried to add all of these words to the database and it crashed. So I can't put these words or those words that the robot has here. It's way too big. So you're gonna have to wait until I get done with it in order to fix that. What's another one? Instead of using the image of Earth, I use the image of a star. So at the center of the screen, there's a star. Matter of fact, if you type in a bunch of letters and it doesn't mean anything, there's a star right there. There's a reason I have this star right there because that's supposed to be the center of the database and where everything is coming from. Another one is the dots. If you type in a word that doesn't exist or a word that does exist, after you're done, there's a bunch of dots that are right next to the words. I like it. I'm going to leave it there because it looks like something orbiting a star, okay, or orbiting the Earth. Other than that, have fun trying to download and figure this out and try to make something out of it. And what's another one here? Someone asked me about the website again. Oh, when I go to your website, it brings me to this link that's broken. Okay, so when you go to GitHub, this right here, this link is for GitHub. The PHP doesn't work on GitHub. So of course, when you go to GitHub and you go to the website, when you type in, you might be you should get a response from the robot. So yeah, you'll get a response from the robot. But remember this: when you go to search, it's going to bring you to a 404 page. Okay, I understand that. A lot of people don't know that. Some people should know that. But the link that you want to go to is this one. Okay, this is where I have it all published, where you can view it from that view it outside of GitHub. Okay, so you click on that link. It's going to say this connection is not private. Click on show details. Click on visit this website. Visit the website. Everything works. Now, if you get stuck, like this is stuck right now, right? Click on the link again, try it again. If that doesn't work, click on refresh and it should pick up from there. Every time I do it, it does it. You click on refresh the page and the page will load up. Just wait for it because it's got to load the database. It's a really big database. It's not really like, it's not that big, but locally it's big. Boom, it loads up and then boom, everything works. Now when you type in something like, let's type in soul. The word soul doesn't exist. Click enter and it creates the word soul. It brings you directly to the page and you can, on the next page, create or what word defines the word soul. All right. Now, the whole point of everybody going to this website and doing this is when you go there, type in a word that means that word. So there can be like 50 of you, and you go there and you type in a search and then pick a word that means the same word as the word that you just searched. Okay? That's what you're supposed to do. Now, it's a game, but you'll understand the logic after I've updated so many times and you begin to realize that you're playing a game and that you're going in a certain direction with it. Have fun.